This week's tip of the week is brought to you by Shakespeare, manufacturing the Dan Hernandez signature line of fishing rods. Hey Greg, it's been great fishing with you, but before we leave, what would you say this week's tip of the week is?
The tip of the week, be the first one on the water and the last one off the water. And whenever you're fishing like we are today in clear water, always use light line, light rods, and long casts. 4 to 6 pound line. A lot of people say, what? 4 to 6 pound line. It's the difference between 50 fish or 5 fish. And with the proper equipment, you know, matched outfits, you can land these 5, 8, 10 pound bass on light line. And you don't have to go out with 12, 14 pound tests and beat the brush or what have you. You can go out with light action outfits, and you know, you catch a limit or 2 limits of fish in a day, no doubt about it.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, we got all kinds of limits today if we wanted to keep any of them.
Really good today.
We released every fish we caught today, except the catfish.
Yep.
We're gonna cook him. We cooked him up today, but everything else we released, and just awesome fishing. Got smallmouths, largemouths. I got a couple of largemouths that were in the 6 to 8 pound range. Just awesome fishing.
Oh yeah, beautiful fish. We've seen a couple trout caught today.
Right.
Catfish, bass. We didn't get any striped bass, but the lake also has beautiful big crappie, big bluegill inside the lake, and the lake's still growing. You know, it's a young lake.
It's just gonna get better.
It's gonna get better, and the amount of bait that we're seeing in the coves here coming up this afternoon, it just gets better and better. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Some of your folks that watch your show, I recommend them get out here to Diamond Valley Lake.
Hey, you can come out, bring your own boat, or you can rent a boat here, but if you really want to do it correctly, call Greg. We'll be running his number in a few seconds here, and call him over at his guide service. He'd be glad to take you out. It's Greg Silks. And
the inland guide service,
yeah.
Pretty simple.
And not only does he guide here, there's numerous lakes he guides on. One of the ones he's most known for is Silverwood, for the striper fishing.
Striped bass, yeah.
And striper fishing here is going to be awesome too.
It's growing. We're seeing little recruitment already, and 4,500 acres, 300 feet deep. There's plenty of room for all the fish.
All the fish to grow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, thanks again for having us
Dan,
on.
thanks for having us on the show, and you guys come back again.
Yeah, we'll be back. That was a lot of fun. Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, and on behalf of Greg and myself, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing. It was a lot of fun bringing to you. Normally you don't see me do this, fish freshwater bass, but Greg said it was so hot we had to come do it, and he was right. It was just awesome fishing. Well, I hope you did enjoy this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing. Thanks a lot, man.